Creed 2 is one of those films where, you know, it made sense for there to be a continuation of Adonis Creed. And it also made sense for there to be some more callbacks and some more characters brought back from the original Rocky films. In Creed 2, they bring in Rocky's greatest opponent. I know that a lot of people say that that Apollo Creed was Rocky's greatest opponent, but who they actually bring in the movie is Ivan Drago. They bring in the Ivan Drago character back. The reason a lot of people do say that he is Rocky's greatest opponent, and I personally agree with that, is because there's no way that Rocky could have won. Rocky defeating Ivan Drago was a freaking miracle. Creed 2, you know, Adonis is still on top of the boxing world, and he gets a challenge from this young Russian man named Vladimir Drago, who, as you can guess it, is Ivan Drago's son. Vladimir is, he's kind of a stereotype in terms of like the young, brash, violent guy. Like, so jacked, he's hairy, and he's just friggin' vicious beyond belief. But eventually, he wants to avenge his father when he finds out that Vladimir's father was the one that killed his father in the ring. So yeah, he has all this pent-up anger and frustration inside of him that he wants to just unleash on Vladimir, while what Vladimir wants to do is pretty much avenge his father. Because in 1985, when Rocky defeated Ivan Drago cleanly in Russia, and eventually got the entire crowd to turn on Ivan Drago and cheer for Rocky himself, Drago himself just fell to the bottom of the world, lost everything, lost his money, lost his wife. Yeah, so Vladimir loves his father, and he wants to, so yeah, you have pretty much a dual sort of thing in terms of loving sons that really wants to avenge their father. And Rocky really advises Adonis to not go through with it. He does say, he's broken things in me that still haven't been fixed. Wow, it's powerful stuff. Let's face it, Creed 2, it's not as good as Creed 1. It's one of the weakest Rocky installments. I don't think it's like the weakest, but you know, if someone were to say, yes, I do think it is the very weakest Rocky installment, I don't think that there's really much to argue with there, because of the spark elsewhere, instead of the whole storyline with Ivan Drago, there isn't much spark anywhere. The reason the Ivan Drago stuff had so much zest in it is because we got such a good story in 1985, and the return of him with his son, it is pretty powerful stuff. But everything else in the movie just didn't really click as high and as powerful as one would have hoped for. So I still liked Creed 2, but unfortunately I didn't think that it was worth buying, worth downloading, worth streaming. But paying money for Creed 2, I don't think that is quite there. Maybe if I'm at like a pawn shop and I see it on the rack for like $2 on a Blu-ray or DVD, I'd probably pick it up, but hasn't happened yet, but it might, whatever. So I feel like giving Creed 2 from 2018 3 stars out of 4. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you again next time.